welcome back to the channel. Well, I got a few new N-Scale items. I can't wait to share it with you guys, so stay tuned, kick back, relax, don't go anywhere. Have a show coming up. Hi everyone, well thanks for hanging out with me for another episode of the Sean Pacific Railroad. Well you guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean. I have a Kato N-Scale train layout. I like to run trains, work on my layout, and do a few reviews. But today, we're not going to do any reviews because we all know how amazing Microtrains cars already are. They're super detailed, and they're really nice and fun to run. Plus, my dad is a huge support for me on my layout. He's had model railroad layouts. He's a big RC plane guy, but he hooked me up with some more Woodland Scenics utility poles. But a big announcement today is I won't be able to install anything because I'll show you coming up next. All right, well, this is the big announcement. I got injured. I'm not going to get in detail on how I got injured, but I'm just going to tell you it's going to be a long process to heal up, and it's going to take some time. So I won't be doing a whole bunch of updates on the video because it's hard to work with just one hand. It's going to take a little bit of time. So I won't be installing any power poles anytime soon. But I still will be making videos for you guys every week if it's just running trains or doing reviews. Okay, so back to the video. These are going to get put up for now, but these are going to get ran. So let me explain to you. So these two I found on eBay. They were together. They had lumber loads. I work for a lumber mill, so I'm really crazy about lumber loads and anything like that. I have a small lumber mill. Wish it was a little bit bigger, but these will go great on my layout. So one is a lot older. It says on the back it was from 1929 when it was built. The Southern Pacific is a little more modern. That's great. I have a lot more cars like that, and two more Union Pacific, more modern cars. So we're gonna run a little bit of a trains today. See what we can get into. Maybe a little switching video. All right, everybody. Well, today I still have my Microtrains EMD A and B unit from Western Pacific out on my layout. This has been on my layout for about 3 weeks. So I'm gonna actually hook up my Canadian Pacific lumber car I just recently purchased because it's close to this error. I try to run the same errors as close as I can. You know, match the cars with the locomotives. So we're gonna run the Canadian Pacific car on here. We're gonna go ahead and park this train, disconnect from the cars, and pick up the Canadian Pacific lumber car. But first, before I do that, I have a Southern Pacific work crane train here that's been sitting here for weeks at the depot here, and he needs to leave because it's time for him to go. You know, I have some passenger trains probably coming soon that need to get in that depot. Now, I have both sides of the depot for passenger trains, but this guy is taking up some space. So we need to find a spot for him first before I can pick up this car. Also have my switching units I like to run and do a little bit of switching. These guys are ready to go and get pulled out and hook up some cars. We're gonna try to see if I can fit him in here with a Swift double stack Kato cars I have over here. I might have enough space to put him in there. Well, it's enough space for now. I'll disconnect the locomotive. I'll put him in the roundhouse, and that's good enough. I got a spot for that work crane. All right, everyone. Well, the two locomotives that we're going to be putting the train together today for this video are two Atlas SD60s, Union Pacific. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull them out because they're concept already, and we're going to go ahead and put the Southern Pacific in. Okay, so these guys are in the facility area, getting ready to go on out. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on their train. Let's pick up a few cars. Okay, first car I picked up is my brand new Union Pacific Microtrains hopper car. Alright, so I'm connected to my two brand new cars I just recently purchased. Now I'm gonna hook up to the next car and a few more cars and pull this train on out. Okay, so the Golden West Service hopper car and the Union Pacific hopper car are going to be dropped off here at the local Rice facilities. Alright, so now I have all three of my cars together. Now I can move them out of the way, get these hopper cars put in to the rice facilities so they can get loaded. Okay, so with the same train, I'm actually going to pick up my Canadian Pacific car and go ahead and move it out because it's not going on the same train as these cars because it's a different era. I know I'm moving it with more modern locomotives, but it's going to go on my AMD Western Pacific because I'm running that train more as the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s era. Since this car is 1927, we're going to go ahead and move it out of the way because I need to pick up those 3 box cars behind. So let's get it out on the main so our WPs can pick it up. Okay, my Western Pacific EMDs are rolling in right now. Alright, I almost forgot. I have 2 fully loaded Sierra Pacific cars that need to be picked up before we drop off this empty. So we're gonna go ahead and pick them up, move them off to the side, drop the empty off, and get this train out on the main. Let's go. We're dragging behind today. We're behind schedule. The guys worked really hard getting those cars ready. I appreciate it. Here at the Sierra Pacific on the Sean Pacific. Okay, here we go with the empty car. You know, I got the brightest idea. I think I'm gonna put another switch in here for easy loading. Maybe come off here, go along the lumber yard there, put a switch in there so I can get a couple cars off into there and get them loaded and then get them out so I can leave this line open. Just a thought. All right, let's pull out of here and let's get this train going. So today's Caboose Pro train is number 413, Union Pacific. We will deliver, and that's what exactly we're going to do today. We're going to deliver this train fully loaded. Well, these guys did an outstanding job today. Now they're going to go in for the night. Their shift is over. Straight on through to another day or another night. It's always my shift. Alright guys, now it's time to pull out our 2 locomotives and get this train rolling down the line. Alright everyone, well, our train is fully loaded and off it goes. Well, everyone, that will wrap up this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you have any suggestions, any ideas for me, please leave them in the comment section. You know, I always love reading you guys' suggestions and all your ideas, because without you guys, this hobby, this model railroad right here would be a lot harder than it seems. Plus, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget that icon bell, because I got some pretty cool videos coming up, you guys. I got some great ideas. I got some cool things I can't wait to share with you guys, so you don't want to miss out. You guys, I hope you have a great week. I promise I'll keep these videos coming. You guys, I appreciate you. Thank you. Have an amazing week.